Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions which are certainly playing their part.
Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory. And it only feels like I was talking to you a few days ago after the fantastic 1-0 win over Spurs at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Now we enter into the cup competitions. We start our 24-25 campaign in the UEFA Champions League, and it's got a new coat of paint this season. UEFA have introduced a new league phase, which seems, I mean, when I first heard about it, it didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I'm just gonna go on their website, on UEFA's website, and go through it. No, not the Women's Champions League.
Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Trossard.
So
It's loose and
let's have a look.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
So, in the new Champions League format,
caught there, it's a foul.
I believe we've got 32 teams this... No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is really fun, isn't it? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So there's 36 teams this time. So there's no group stage anymore. The way that it works now is the pot ones, sort of like your Real Madrids and your Man Cities and teams like that, they get drawn first of all, and then 7 teams are drawn alongside them. But then there's a randomizer that gives you 8 fixtures, so you have 4 fixtures at home and 4 fixtures away. So we won't necessarily. I think we were drawn in the same pot as Man City, but I don't think we will play. I don't think we're going to play Man City. So I think that the fixtures are completely random. And I believe the first 8, whoever finishes between 1 to 8, they go through straight to the round of 16, and then from 9 to, I can't remember the number, but then there's a round of 32 after that. So basically 2 extra games this season, or 4 extra games this season, depending on where we finish in this whole league phase. It's interesting to see how it's going to go, because obviously I'm old enough to remember when there were 2 group stages and you'd go straight through to the quarterfinals after the second group phase. I remember very well that night we lost 2-1 to Valencia at the Mestalla. John Carew scored 2 goals. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, the Champions League can't change, blah blah blah. It does seem very convenient that after the whole kind of furore during COVID around the Super League, that this comes out almost as if UEFA were against it because they were going to do something like this anyway. I know there's a lot of complaints and a lot of hubbub around player welfare and all this sort of stuff, which I can totally understand. Like, it's, as I say, it's 4 more games, 2 in the league phase and potentially 2 home and away if you end up in the round of 32. And this is the same across the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Europa Conference League. So we'll see how it goes, I suppose. I'm a little bit annoyed that we've got to go away to Bergamo in Italy to play Atalanta on Thursday, and then we've got, like, arguably at this early stage of the season, probably one of our biggest games away to Man City, who play at home on Wednesday against they play at home against Inter.
Needed a better contact. I thought the wing work was
Crazy.
A1. The defense
So yeah, they'll be a lot more refreshed than we are. But there's no use crying over spilt milk. I've been saying that a lot recently. No use crying over spilt milk. But yeah, no use crying over spilt milk. We've got to deal with it. I think I say this every single time we get to the opening game of a European competition. I think I've said this ever since I've started Armchair Armory. I'm always interested to see who Arteta plays for this game. I'm pretty sure players like Calafiori, I'm pretty sure will play this game. As of the rest of the starting 11, apart from David Raya, I'm not too sure. The one thing I'll mention as well, which I should have mentioned right at the beginning, I mentioned in the reaction to the Spurs game, I said I might do something slightly different for the preview. So I've decided to, because EA have lost the license to a lot of the Italian clubs, I thought, well, I may as well, just as a one-off, maybe I'll do it more, I don't know, because Atalanta is officially licensed on eFootball. I thought, oh, I'll give that a chance. I mean, I don't like the game at all, I think it's awful, but I thought I'd give it a shot and do something different for once and see what happens. So it doesn't have the Champions League branding over it or anything like that, but yeah, if I feel like it's not really working, then I'll just go back to dealing with the non-licensed teams. I can't believe it that like FIFA/EA FC have lost licenses, more licenses than I can remember. Like I remember when they were the licensed soccer football game, and now they've lost like quite a lot now. They didn't even have Olympiacos in the current game, who are coming back for EAFC 25 apparently. But yeah, so I think Calafiori will play. I have a feeling Sterling might play. Calafiori is a definite, I think. I think Sterling and Jesus will play. Other than that, I'm not too sure. The definites are definitely David Raya and Ricardo Calafiori. They're the two players I can imagine will probably play in this game. Because I can't see Arteta starting Neto, because I don't think this is a game where you can start your second choice keeper. I mean, I think we should be aiming to win this, and I think we will. Not win it, but like we will be aiming to win. But I don't necessarily think it's the end of the world if we drop points this early, because we've still got 7 games to make it up. I know some of those are, if I go to Arsenal's website, I think some of those are more difficult than others. Yeah, some of those are more difficult than others. You know, PSG, Inter, Sporting Lisbon away. You know how we struggled there a few seasons ago. And it was Porto last season, wasn't it? Yeah. So there's a few difficult Champions League games in there in this group phase. So, or in this league phase as they're calling it now. So it's not going to be easy, regardless. I think they won the Atalanta themselves. You know, they won the Europa League. They stopped Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen going pretty much the entire season unbeaten, and not like we did, where we, only did the league. I'm talking about an entire season. Atalanta basically derailed them, and they've got players like Ademola Lookman. That was a player that I was thinking, if we had the money and we were actually in the market for a starting striker, I would have gone for Ademola Lookman, because he was on fire in the African Nations Cup. I think he pretty much scored every goal for Nigeria, or at least scored a goal a game for Nigeria, and yeah, was the star of the show in that Europa League final. So to me, he would have been the obvious choice, and he's definitely a danger man. One thing I didn't realise is that ex-Arsenal left-back Said Kolasinac plays for Atalanta now. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes. The fact that it's away, I've said this before, I think I said this last season, that there are no easy away games in the Champions League, regardless of the position of the team. So we'll see how it goes, I suppose. That rhymes. Yeah, I mean, if I was predicting, I think we probably will win this game. I'd probably say 2-1. Excuse me. Probably will say 2-1. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens, I suppose. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back again after the game on Thursday. It's going to be weird watching a Champions League game on a Thursday because normally they're Tuesday, Wednesday. I think after this match day 1, they then go to Tuesday, Wednesday as usual. But yeah, it will be weird because that's normally the Europa day. Anyway, take care and stay safe.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Segnato al 49esimo minuto, numero 19.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
And he's being shifted off it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Played out to the right. Has a go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there.
Has a shot! He's got a goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. An act of charity gratefully received. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nice interception, well timed. Jorginho. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Sterling, there's no flag. And he's managed to get free. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Arsenal have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Havertz. Pasalic. Spread out to the left.
È di 17.440 spettatori.
Zappacosta goes on a run down the left wing. Oh, that's fabulous. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he put it away? That is decidedly lacking.
Quick thinking and quick control, Peter. That creates a little more working space.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change, and the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Cambio di
Yeah, I think the
giocatori.
manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
This is the time you need that pace.
Sterling. He has found the way through. Sterling plays it in. Punched away. And it's hoisted clear. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's got the shot away! Oh, denied brilliantly! brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero
Corner
44.
number 2 then.
Lascia il campo per il numero 11.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Clears it out of harm's way. Now it's Trossard. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Look at it, Sterling! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's in! Decent hit! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Gol per l'Arsenal. Ha segnato
Arsenal
al
grab
73esimo
a
minuto.
3-goal lead.
Numero 9.
It's just too easy.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 77. Viene sostituito con il numero 23.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that is not the best ball. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 16. Lascia il campo per il numero 7. Quadrado.
And it's Kolasinac. Kolasinac has got himself a free kick. Oh, he's found support out wide. Out of play for a goal kick. Sterling. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's been picked out. No, he just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Gabriel Jesus couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to...
Chance! And it's in! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Arsenal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And yes, it's him again. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Gabriel Jesus, and it's played forward. De Roon. Out to the right, and it's Quadrado. Oh, terrific save. Pass is just off target. Arsenal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Saliba. And it's Jorginho. Now it's Sterling. Fiddles it through. Now it's Jorginho. He's got away. Great chance! Lookman. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. It's Jorginho! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that's it. Arsenal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Rice picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, you often need resolve and resilience when under more pressure away from home, but I thought their efforts deserved that.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Invitiamo tutti i tifosi a usare gli appositi cestini per la raccolta differenziata situati vicino all'ingresso. Grazie.